I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, for teaching me this truth according to the Bible. And today, we're going to go with this video that was posted by hopefully like 3 yesterday. And, this Eve, she was going into a concern she had with, obviously she's been learning under the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, not sure which camp, but she made a video where she was questioning why people tend to believe that those little hats, as we call them, okay, those JOOs, okay, Amalek, why do people tend to believe that they are actually the people of the book, the people of the Lord, the Israelites that the Bible is talking about? Okay, because in 2025, after all the evidence, after all the videos and all the breakdowns of the Bible and all the prophecies that have come out, it is blatantly obvious that the people that are currently inhabiting the land of Israel are not the people that are referred to in the book. They are not the descendants of Jacob. Okay, and before we play this video, I'm just going to go here, okay, because Elder Malcolm brings this out all the time. We'll go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, okay, start at verse 5, where it says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen." Okay, so we're talking about heathen here. These are not Israelites. These are Goyim, all right? These are Edomites, okay? And against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession. And it's plain and simple, okay? There shouldn't be anybody that has read or has studied the Bible, including any Christian, that can say that those people who inhabit the land of Israel currently are the actual people of the Lord, the actual Jews. It's impossible, okay? They don't fit any of the descriptions of what the Israelites physically look like. They don't fit any of the prophecies of what the Israelites would go through as far as the curses. They don't fit what any of the prophecies as far as what would happen with the Israelites when they return to their homeland. Okay, there's no immortality. The streets are not paved with gold. The wars are still continuing. They're not dwelling in safety alone. Okay, the Lord has not returned. All right. So how is it possible that, it's because the Heavenly Father, has these people on a dark delusion? Okay. But let me finish this verse, and it says, "I have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast out for a prey." Okay? This is what the Edomites have done. Read it in the NLT. It says, "This is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh says. My jealous anger burns against these nations, especially Edom, because they have shown utter contempt for me by gleefully taking my land for themselves as plunder." Okay? Now, a scripture that came up in another video was Psalms 137. Okay? If you go to Psalms 137, right? Psalms 137, you go all the way down to the bottom, all right, verse 7, it says, "Remember, O Lord, Yahweh, the children of Edom, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." And then right at the next verse, what does it say? "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed." Okay, Edom is associated with the daughter of Babylon, which is Babylon the great city, okay, the golden cup, okay, in the Lord's hand. "Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones." Okay, read in the NLT. "O Lord, remember what the Edomites did in the day the armies of Babylon captured Jerusalem. Destroy it," they yelled. "Leave it, level it to the ground. O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done to us," talking about the Israelites. "Happy is the one who takes your babies and smashes them against the rocks." And this is a verse that is very graphic and violent toward the Edomites. This never comes out in church, man. Okay? But once again, it's impossible for those people to be the Israelites over there. Okay, let's play this video real quick.
Okay, so finally, now that I have a big enough audience, I want to ask a serious question. I need people to give me real answers. So, one of my favorite prophets, Tomi Arayomi, which I do believe he's a prophet, just made a video addressing the issue of basically people saying that the Jews over there in Israel is not the true Jews, that, you know, they're not the real true Jews, the chosen people, whatever. And he's basically defending them. And I don't have a problem with that. Everybody can believe what they want. Fine.
Now, if he was a true prophet, okay, then he wouldn't be defending them. Those are our enemies. As a matter of fact, they are our number one enemy. Okay? What did the Lord say against Amalek? Okay? Let's go. I believe that's in the book of Exodus. Let's go here. Deuteronomy. Okay? Deuteronomy 25. All right? It says, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way where ye were come forth out of Egypt. How he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee. Okay? The hindmost is the rear of the column. Okay? Our caravan that we took out of Egypt. Okay? And he smote that, meaning in the back. If you know anything about caravans and people that migrate, the back is where the old, the sick, the women, and the children are. The men and the warriors are always in the front. And Amalek decided to attack the hindmost, okay, the defenseless people. And you can see the spirit on them today. What do? They drop bombs on children and women and old and sick. They fight wars against people that can't defend themselves. But when somebody is able, like Iran, to smack them back, now they got a problem. Now their people want to flee into other countries like Cyprus and go to Turkey and ask for help, right? Then you Christians want to start praying for Israel, okay? No, these people are going to be absolutely destroyed and wiped off the face of the earth. And that's thus saith the Lord. It says, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yeah, he didn't fear the Lord, man. He decided to attack the people of the Lord, and that's why the Lord told us that he's going to have war against Amalek from generation into generation. Okay? There is no forgiveness, right? There's no coming back from this. Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee for inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, thou shalt not forget it. Okay, this is thus saith the Lord. The Lord is going to blot out their remembrance. So any niggard that is going over there and making videos defending these people, okay, and it's impossible. How? These are clearly not the people of the book.
But I just have a really hard time believing that they are, because nothing about them as a people lines up with the Bible. Like,
Khan, nothing about them lines up. They don't fit the prophecies. That's what we say all the time. They don't fit the prophecies. This is why we hit Deuteronomy 28 so hard, because this is the main chapter that goes into what would happen to the Israelites. Okay, let's go to a specific one. Okay, especially slavery, right? Especially slavery. Okay, I believe it's let's go to 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, into a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone, and thou shalt become astonishment, and a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. These people haven't been spread to all nations. These people didn't go through that type of slavery and bondage. These people didn't get scattered across the entire planet, okay? That was our history. They don't have that history, Okay? Anybody that claims that they have that history, you got to show it. You got to bring your prophecies out. You got to bring your history out. You got to prove to us that these are the people according to prophecy. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Yeah, that's a curse unto our businesses, our crops. Anything that we do is cursed according to the Lord. Okay? Let's see. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, and thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. It was our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters, our mothers and fathers that went into slavery and were ripped from the arms of our families and shipped on ships all over the world, right? Let's go to let's go down to 60s. In the 60s, let's go to 64. That's a good point. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay? Christianity and Islam. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. See, these people, these JOOs that are claiming to be us, they have rest. They own the diamond. Like I said, these people are known for having money and being rich and lending money to other people. Okay? These people are known for owning the Diamond District, for owning Wall Street, for having all their names on the sports, owning sports teams, being billionaires, owning all the social media platforms. These people own everything. Okay? That's rest for them. The Israelites were prophesied to be in a poor, meek, lowly slave estate until the Lord returns to free them. That's what the gospel is. The good news that they're not going to be slaves anymore. Okay? Let's go back to the video.
Nothing. And there is so much evidence of them not being the children of Israel, the Jews, that at this point I need someone to give me evidence that they are. And I have heard nothing. Like no tangible evidence, no history, nothing. And that is the part that I have a hard time with. And I'm like, give me something. I want to believe that everything is not a lie and that everything is just, it's a trick.
But everything is a lie. The Israelites have been lied to for generation after generation after generation for thousands of years. The Israelites have been lied to about who they are. Okay? Let's get this. Thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee. Deuteronomy 33 and 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Hey, our enemies are going to be found liars. That means there's going to be an exposure coming out in the last days. In the last days, the house of Israel is going to wake up. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel is going to wake up. That's what Ezekiel 37 and Revelation chapter 11 is about. Okay, and that's why everybody tells us that we're not the Israelites. There's no way we could be the Israelites, right? Just like it says in the book of Hosea, right? In the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10. Okay, yet the number of the children, I'll start verse 9. Then said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, call his name Lo Amai, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay, that's in America, where we're told that we're not the Israelites. Okay, The Israelites were going to be prophesied that it was going to be said unto them that you're not the Israelites. You're not the sons of God. Okay? But we are indeed. And we found out.
But I'm like, nothing lines up. So even down to the physical characteristics, the children of Israel, the Hebrews, were real warriors. Have y'all seen them? There's not a warrior bone in their body. Not
Khan, the children of Israel are a warrior class people. We are a warrior class people. Amalek, which are those JOOs. Let's just look at an image of them. Look at these people, man. Look at these people. These are the warriors like Joshua, like Caleb, like Samson, right? These are the people? Hell no. Hell no. Okay? These are those people? Absolutely not. These are not the sons of God. These are not the warriors that marched into the land of Israel, the land of Canaan at the time, and slaughtered and slew and smote their enemies day and night and conquered that land. These are not the descendants of those people. These are not the people that could work day and night in the hot Egyptian sun and build those pyramids. These are not those people. This is not the seed of Judas Maccabeus, a mighty warrior. These are not those people. Okay? These are imposters. Imposters. Look at them. All black. No swag. No salt. Okay? No sauce. Look at them. Geeky. Dorky. Awkward. Fake phonies. Wannabe Jews, man. Pretending to be us. Right? Let's go here. Let's just type in men of valor. Slovakia. Let's go, we'll Google it. Because I know the description of the Israelites is given in many places. Judges. Look at that. Judges 6 and 12. Let's go here. Let's get a description of Gideon. How can you forget about Gideon? Let's go to Judges chapter 6, verse 12. And it says, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him and said unto him, the Lord is with thee, thou mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, why then is all this befallen us, and where be all these miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath shaken us and delivered us into the hands of Midian. And the Lord spoke unto him, saying, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? Okay, because you got to remember, it was 300 Israelite men. I believe Gideon was, he was an Ephraimite. I could be mistaken. I believe he was from Ephraim. But once again, let's look up Jake. Let's just look at a picture of Jake. What's something Jake's known for? NF. Let's look up Jake. This is Jake right here. Let's look up the images of Jake. Okay? Let's see what Jake is known for. Jake is known for being a warrior class athlete. Let's look at this, because I played college football, all right? And this is what Jake is. This is Jake right here. Okay? You see these images? All right? This is Jake. These are the warriors all right, of old, right? Amalek can't do this. Amalek cannot compete, okay? They don't match up, all right? It's impossible. Jake is a warrior class people, athletically and physically prolific, okay? So, let's go back to this video.
Muscular, not being able to be outside. Like, there's no scruff physically, like, at all. Aside from that, aside from the physical. And never mind. Even Solomon, never mind. Solomon, I believe it was King Solomon, he said he was dark as midnight. And his
he said, look not upon me because I am black, okay? Let's go to Song of Songs. Let's get this. Let's get this. I'll close out soon, but Song of Solomon 1 and 6. Okay, I know it was in the first chapter. It says, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept. Look not upon me because I am black. Okay? He was a so-called black man, along with King David, basically all the tribe of Judah. All right?
wife or the woman he was in love with black. So I'm confused. Anyway, aside from that, they will be known as a byword.
Niggers, Negroes, black, tontos, spics, wetbacks. Okay, African American, black, Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican. That's a byword. Okay? Those are the bywords that they go by. Right? Let's go here. I got a picture of the definition of black. This is the definition of black. Okay? It's an adjective. Opposite of white, dirty, messy, without light, dark, illegal, dim, smuggled, somber, disastrous, dismal, obscure, sullen, bad-tempered, angry, horrible, okay, grotesque, malignant, unlucky, unhappy, depressed. That is black. That's a byword. We're not black. We're different shades of brown. We're the Israelites of the Bible. It's clear, right?
They're not known as a byword. They're scattered to the four corners of the earth. They were never scattered to the four corners of the earth. They will be gathered back.
Yeah, and where's the rest of where's Gad? Where's Gad at? Those people are the people. Where's the rest of the tribe? Where's Zebulun? Where's Naphtali? Where's Asher? Right? Where's Issachar? Where they at? Where's Reuben? See, these people don't know where they're at because they're not the people. Okay? The Men of Great Millstone teaches us who the true people are. Okay? But this one's going kind of long. Let me get one more. Let's go to Revelation. One of my favorite verses. Revelation 3 and 9. Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. It says, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. See, these people are going to bow down. These people are going to be crushed under our boots. These people are going to be destroyed and enslaved for 1,000 years. Okay? So with that, I'll close out and give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth according to the Bible. Shalom and Abba Babal.